Asian horror is either really, really good or really, really bad. Indonesian horror in particular often feels like a hit or miss gamble. Unfortunately for Netflix's Haunted Apartment, Miss K, this film falls flat on its face into the latter category. Miss K is bad, not in the ooh, creepy ghost way, but in a I've seen this all before way. The film borrows heavily from The Grudge and The Ring, trying hard to disguise that through overly stylized camera work. But no amount of tilted camera angles, spooky music, or zoomed-in camera work can disguise this poor reskin. There are no surprises here, and the scares fail to grab you, making for a very underwhelming watch. The film opens with a neat little prologue, though, introducing us to Apartment 610, located right in the heart of Surabaya in Indonesia. Turns out this infamous apartment holds a terrifying secret. Anyone who enters sees a strange girl wearing white with long, stringy black hair. She looks over and whispers, 4 days. No, it's not Samara from The Ring deciding to spice things up. This is a brand new ghost, joined by a little mini-ghost, and they don't take kindly to visitors. When Alma and her sister find themselves stumbling into Apartment 610 and are given 4 days left to live, they need to scramble and figure out how to lift the curse bestowed upon them. Otherwise, they too could be next. The setup, curse, and general investigative work, and the resolution all play out in a similar manner to The Ring. There's no spooky videotapes here or trips out to a farm, which is probably for the best otherwise. There could be copyright infringements, but the film struggles to do anything particularly original with its story. It's as if the writers decided to take a best-of playlist from The Ring and remix it, badly. It doesn't help that the characters are as flat as the dialogue, with Alma playing the exasperated mother role in a stoic, downcast way that never really goes anywhere. There's a little subplot involving her relationship with Rayan, and confliction over whether to stay with him, but when the spooks start, it never materializes into anything and is dropped partway through the film. There's also another subplot, involving a girl called Yun, who happens to be a surviving victim from the prologue, but the film doesn't do anything interesting with her beyond a little psych unit cameo. And again, the cynic in me would suggest this feels very similar to the US version of The Ring. To be fair, the film does feature a good deal of practical effects, and the build-up to some of the scares aren't bad. The film never outstays its welcome either, and with the exception of an overly long exposition dump midway through the movie, most of this moves at a decent pace toward its simplistic and well-orchestrated conclusion. Unfortunately, the script is lackluster, devoid of originality, and littered with frustrating threads that are just left untouched like a tatty patchwork of influences that have been abandoned in subsequent rewrites. Haunted Apartment. Miss K isn't just bad, it's a spectacular misfire that doesn't even manage to be entertainingly awful as a satire of The Ring. It's not scary, it's not clever, and it's definitely not worth your time. Save yourself the headache and skip this one.